you apply for what your base is. Say your home base. I'll give you an example. You say your base is Enugu, you want to operate from Enugu, and it will ask you, okay, where do you want to operate? You tell us what you want to, where you want to operate, and we'll give you the route allocation. Before you go, it will be there at the beginning. Before you do any route, any other route apart from that, you must apply, and you must get the approval. And then, of course, it depends on how big your operation wants to be. Some people come and just want to. I give you an example of somebody like Overland. Overland, who started very, very small with propeller aircraft, just flying Lagos Ibadan, maybe with 2 or 3 aircraft. Today, Overland has grown big because it's been consistent. He now has E-jets, he now has Embraer aircraft, and that is where to go. It is not easy to say you want to combine the airlines if you can do a collabo. We did tried it. You know, everybody wants to make his own money.
Thank you, Captain Chris.
Someone flying without simulator does not happen at all because we do ground check. And this ground check has been enhanced. That's why I say enhanced surveillance. It's like every other we check all these airlines. The facilities, the distinguished asked about lost glory, equipment. I must tell you that the Honorable Minister is doing so much to make sure that we change those equipment that are changeable right now for enhance, making sure that they work properly. I'll give you an example. The ILS in the Ilorin Airport is working. The ILS in Benin is working, but they are old version. So they want to have new versions now. Most of the ILSs are all old version, but they are working. And of course, even as we speak, there are plans of even making Lagos and Abuja Capt 1, you know, whereby we can land with 0 visibility. You know. So, talking about whether the places should be privatized, that government has no business running them. That is a government decision to take, not the NCAA. What is the decision of the government, federal government, to say, okay, it must go to private sector for them to be able to run it properly. I agree with you. When it is handled privately, it is done well. But this will be government's decision to take. We have what we done now going digital. We have a software called MP. It's going to change what we have digitally. We're going to go pure digital, whereby you can be at home and request for your license and all that. We started this since 2019, but I can tell you before the end of this year, we will go purely digital. The consumer rights in saying that what are the sanctions? Let me answer, distinguished Senator. You asked about the cancellation of flights. We have called these airlines to collaborate together. They tried what they call the interline, whereby maybe 5 airlines come together and interline. But it didn't work. And we are still speaking with them. It is not fair for all the airlines to cancel because of low pax. It's not acceptable. And of course, we do have whereby we sanction them. But somebody is saying consumer protection, what have you done? What have you sanctioned? I can tell you right now, we have sanctioned 5 airlines because they have failed to do what they are supposed to do as per compensation. We sanctioned 3 private operators and 2 international operators. All these airlines that are operating, the private operators, we check them. We check them continuously. They go through a rigorous check for us to be able to give them the license to operate privately. So be rest assured that the airspace is safe. We are collaborating with NAMA to make sure the airspace remains safe. We are doing training and retraining. NCAA is all about training and retraining. You see all my inspectors, they go for continuous training. We continually go for continuous training and making sure that we comply with the ICAO standards, the operating standards, ICAO SAPs.
I think you're done. Captain Chris.
Okay, one other question. Sorry, I was just looking at the questions because there are so many. Somebody asked about when these days you don't see smooth landings. I remember any of you, I know those days when you come on my flight, I give you smooth landing. We don't see them these days now. But the actual rule, according to Boeing, is an arrival. We are not supposed to come and give you a very smooth, it's an arrival. An arrival landing is a safe landing. So it is when you're trained, when you go for simulator, just tell you don't have to start looking for grizzle, because it is in the process of trying to look for grizzle, you're trying to look for grizzle, you're eating up on the wrong way. And you might at the end of the day overshoot the wrong way. So it's for you to just arrive, not to everybody arrival. That is what Boeing says. Arrive.
Thank you. Take a bow and send recommendation to the larger house that it should be confirmed as a DG NCAA. Those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those against? Period has really counted for you today. And the only addition I will ask is that please, the hope of the nation is on your head now. You don't have any excuse again that because I'm acting. Now you have everything in your possession to prove to the country that you can do it. And having said this, my colleague, we have been discussing